Another week, boys, and another TWAB. This week in Destiny, we are preparing for Act 2 of Echoes. We're less than a week away from Act 2, and we're recapping everything you can expect to see on launch day and beyond. Let's dive into these topics for the week. Echoes Act 2 developer livestream recap. Havok Hardware coming to Crucible Labs. Bungie X Rec Room, 7th Column Chaos Smashes, Fundraiser Go, and Disability Pride Month, Echoes, Art of the Week, Movie of the Week picks, and social media teams updates. All right. Starting with the Echoes live stream wrap-up. In our Echoes Act 2 developer live stream, we gave you a preview of all the cool stuff coming your way in Act 2, including new battlegrounds, weapons, and artifact perks. If you missed any of the updates, you can check out the full video below. We also have a quick summary of everything we covered below. So read on for the recap. Yeah, guys, we watched it live the other day. Looks really, really good. Again, something to take note of. That's right. We're getting 5 additional artifact mods, and that's gonna of course move the meta even further, and a lot of these are going to be synergizing with our sniper rifles. Now, story timing after Echoes. We've heard player feedback about the weekly story rollout in Echoes, and we're trying out a new schedule in the next episode. In Revenant, all narrative content for each week will be playable at the launch of the act. This will give players the option to play through the story for each act at their preferred pace. The remainder of the episode format will remain the same, such as the act structure and the seasonal challenge weekly rollout. All right, what this means, guys, is that instead of it being spread out over, 3-4 weeks, you will be able to get everything narratively within that first week. You could do everything in the story right then and there. What this also means, though, is that this is going to be a bigger gap from Act 1 to Act 2 for you, narratively speaking, if you were to, say, spread it out or just do it toward the end of the act, which I know most of us probably won't want to do. I would say this. I think this is good. Bungie's trying something different. They've been on the time gate thing now for years, and they're trying to solve this by allowing people to experience all the story right out the gate. And they've kind of been taking like a blow your load policy here over the past year, and this is the first time we've really seen them do it with the narrative. So I'm excited to try it out. With that being said, you cannot complain if in week 3 you're like, dude, I got nothing to do right now. Now, new battlegrounds and Echoes. You'll journey to the center of Nessus in Act 2 with the 3 new battlegrounds. While unraveling the mystery of disappearing radial area, you'll fight through hordes of enemies and powerful bosses as you track the source. With a continuing story, each battleground will start with the last one left off. I really like this, guys, and these battlegrounds actually feel more like strikes. And I would say some of the most challenging content we have in the game are actually Grandmaster battlegrounds. The ad density for them are insane. And I would assume eventually these will be moved to GMs. And I personally like battlegrounds as Grandmaster Nightfalls. I just love the ad density that we have. And for my folks saying that you don't like battlegrounds as Grandmasters, keep in mind, we do have strikes, and we run through those strikes. I mean, for instance, Disgrace this past week, we just absolutely run through that strike. Whereas Battlegrounds is actually content that puts us in check. It's like, whoa, back up, have a good build. Ad density here is really, really high. And these also seem to be longer than previous Battlegrounds. So I'm excited to see how it plays out. And narratively, I also like that this is physically changing the activity locations. Would I still prefer Nessus to be physically changing, like the patrol version of Nessus? Yes. I think that is still something that Bungie needs to incorporate. I want to see a blueberry, wandering around on Nessus and suddenly fall off into one of these holes. And, they don't really get that experience though right now because we're experiencing things differently. The people that are, of course, in the episodes and the people that are not. Now, the first 2 battlegrounds, Delve and Conduit, will be available starting on July 16th. The 3rd Core will be available the following week on July 23rd. Okay, that's awesome. So we're going to be getting to the core there. Now, new and returning weapons. Damn it. In Act 2, the highly popular rocket-assisted frame sidearm archetype will get its first solar entry. You see it right here with Hill Clip. Yes, it can roll incandescent from what Chris Proctor says. It's going to be a juicer. Now, the Heavy Burst Pulse Rifle subfamily was introduced in the fighter shape, and we're adding another for your collection. This gun model, so it's definitely the same Vex theme as our other radial area origin trade weapons. But the weapon itself, Chad, it actually has like looks kind of like Disparity with the laser and everything and just the frame of it. But again, it's not going to be an aggressive burst. It's going to be a heavy burst. And the 2-round burst pulse rifles actually have, we clocked the DPS. That's the best DPS in the game. They're really, really good. So if you have Nullify, which is the raid pulse rifle, please give it a go. It's very, very good. Now, Perfect Paradox also returns with some favorite perks from its original release, as well as some new perks in the new origin trait Cast No Shadows. Yeah, we'll see. It's a rapid fire frame. We'll see how that plays out. Now, artifact perks. With Act 2, we'll be releasing a new row of artifact perks focused on sniper rifles and solar. So we're going to have anti-barrier sniper. We're going to also have authorized mod scavenger, where the energy costs for scavenger mods are being significantly reduced. Incinerating rifle rounds. Your solar sniper rifle precision hits will scorch targets. And that is any solar sniper rifle. I'm sure most of us are already thinking about Still Hunt, but this also applies to Whisper too. Now, solar fulmination. Your ignitions do increased damage in an increased radius. That is all ignitions, guys. This is not something that's just tied to, obviously the sniper rifles here that is working its way up to ignitions would be able to take advantage of solar fulmination. But any source of ignition will be able to take advantage of this perk. And then sniper's meditation. Sniper rifle hits grant stacking sniper rifle damage, stability, and reload bonuses for a short time. Heavy ammo sniper rifle hits count as more than one. So we may actually be like legitimately in a Whisper meta with the combination of incinerating rifle rounds, fulmination, and sniper meditation. This may be the moment to really break it out. Now, balance and mods. In addition to the new weapons and artifact row, we have some additional balance tuning we're working on. Here are some changes we're looking to make in early August. Abilities. Bringing swarm grenades and threaded spectre into line. Oh, so this is going to be in August. So you still got a little bit of time. Increasing Twilight Arsenal and Hammer of Soul damage versus bosses and mini bosses. Look, for this, Bungie, if we could just get an exotic that allows me to take all 3 of my axes and just have a super mega axe, essentially like Celestial or even Pyro, right? I'd be down for that. On top of the damage buff too. Now, armor, correcting an issue that allows swapping between regular armor mods and reserve mods to enable a higher ammo count than the current maximum. This is never an intended functionality. To help offset this fix, we're buffing the following ammo-related aspects. Reserve ammunition for all weapon types has been increased by up to 15%, with weapons with low reserves for the weapon types getting a larger buff. Reduce cost of reserve mods by 1. All right, what this really boils down to, you're not going to be able to swap to a chest piece with reserve mods and rally and then swap back off of it. You're going to have to keep those reserve mods on. Just pretty wild, because we've kind of been working. I know the system may seem annoying, but we've been working with this system now for a very, very long time, to the point where it's just kind of like second nature for me. I'm sure there's mixed feelings on this on either side, but regardless, this is going into play. Yeah, I personally believe reserve mods could be deprecated and just bump up the reserves of everything. But obviously, like that's their way of literally like controlling reserves is their way of balancing things. Now, weapons. Increase tech scout rifle damage by 30% in PvE. Damn. Reduce flinch for sniper rifles by 50% versus combatants in PvE. Increase Ariana's Vow damage by 67% versus barrier shields. Oh, okay. So versus barrier shields. So that's going to give you the 2-tap. That's surprising. I thought it was the 67% flat increase everywhere. All right. And remove stat penalties from adept mods. That's a huge one. That's going to give, because a lot of situations we run into with adept mods, it's like, why use them? Or why even use them, especially the ones that have negative effects? But this is going to give a lot more value to those adept mods and a lot more value to adept weapons themselves. Now, in addition to the updates shared during the live stream, one new update we wanted to mention was a change we're planning for Still Hunt. We'll be reducing Still Hunt's golden gun shot damage when paired with Celestial Nighthawk by 25%. Since launch, we've been monitoring the potency of this exotic and felt it needed a slight adjustment. While hunters have the opportunity for some thematic tie-ins between Celestial Nighthawk, Golden Gun, and Still Hunt, this should help to reduce a bit of the damage disparity between each class and between what should be viable weapon alternatives. The chat. Chat's going in right now. Whisper of the Worm has a bit more opportunity to outshine the special exotic with the upcoming artifact perks after these changes. And we're looking out for whatever fun ball smelting clips you come up with. All right, I need a poll on this. How do you guys feel about the nerf here to Still Hunt? Now, it's the pairing of Still Hunt with Celestial, which, let's be real, if you're rocking Still Hunt on a regular basis, you're most likely rocking Celestial with it. So most people here are saying W. We've got a 67% of chat saying that this is a W change to Still Hunt. Look, this is not saying it's going to be garbage. I was concerned that Bungie was going to come in here and say, hey, we don't like the fact that Still Hunt is able to synergize with Celestial and give you one super golden gun shot. So therefore, we're just going to remove that synergy altogether. I honestly thought that they were going to do that. So the fact that they're still allowing that. They're still allowing for the one super shot. This we can work with. I feel like with this we can work with. All right. Now, Solstice Armor. Our summer event isn't kicking off just yet, but it's time to get those Explorer vibes going as we give an early peek at the new Solstice Armor. While we'll have more details about Solstice in the future TWID, we're excited to show off some of the cool new armor for the upcoming event. We've got the Hunter set right here. Oh yeah, this is what we showed on the stream. Warlock and the Tine set. Yeah, okay. Now, Havok Hardware and Crucible Labs. Next week, we'll be testing out the new Havok Hardware mode in Crucible Labs. Havok Hardware is like Mayhem, but for special and heavy weapons. Following the rules of Havok Hardware, players will be able to focus on their weaponry as abilities are disabled. Ammo crates respond rapidly, and players drop more ammo, so we're expecting an all-out firefight in the Crucible realm. This may be a nice place for Crucible-centric players to level their crafted weapons with the influx of ammo availability as well. As usual, Guardians also have the opportunity to earn a bit more reps in lab modes, so hop on and check it out. We'll be right alongside Lord Shaxx watching the chaos unfold, so hit us up with your feedback after a few rounds. So, hold up. Havok Hardware is like Mayhem, but for special and heavy. Okay. What do y'all think is going to be the most used heavy weapons? Microcosm? Ooh, I could see that. I could see a lot of Microcosm play. I could see some Colony play too. Look, man. I don't necessarily play Mayhem a bunch, but like some of my friends, that's all they play is Mayhem. They love just that chaoticness. Now, Bungie X Rec Room. We are thrilled to announce our collaboration with Rec Room, a pioneer in the user-generated content gaming space. The goal of bringing the epic world of Destiny 2 to a new generation of Guardians. Rec Room players will have the chance to explore a meticulously recreated version of the tower and play Destiny 2 Guardian Gauntlets. This in-game experience merges the innovative community-driven approach of Rec Room with the rich immersive world of Destiny 2. Players will have a collection of avatar cosmetics based on the 3 Destiny classes at their disposal for this new adventure. Hunter cosmetics will be available first, followed by Titan and Warlock looks in the near future. Destiny 2 Guardian Gauntlet is launching today in Rec Room on all supported devices. For more information, visit recroom.com. Has anybody played this? Rec Room equals poor man's Roblox. Dude, hold on. They got some, what's that? Ace of Spades over here. Beloved. Got some juicers. All right, chaos for a good cause. We're just a few days into this year's Bungie's Day campaign, and once again, Guardians have risen to the occasion to support our non-profit Bungie Foundation in a massive way. It took less than 24 hours for our incredible supporters to surpass our original goal of raising $777,000. And there's no sign of slowing down as we surge toward our new goal of $1.5 million. This truly amazing support will create long-lasting, life-changing impact for people in need around the globe. Head to Bungie Day campaign page to support the Bungie Foundation's mission and earn some sweet new incentives for your generosity. Very nice. All kinds of emblems too you can get from it. Our new Bungie Day PvP tournament, 7th Column Chaos, is also off and running with some strong early showings. Stay tuned at our Bungie Foundation socials and Twitch channel to catch some matches and cheer the teams to glory. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. Good stuff, man. Now, Disability Pride Month. Happy Disability Pride Month, Guardians. Disability Pride Month was originally started to celebrate the passing of the ADA, Americans with a Disability Act, in the United States. Since then, Disability Pride Month has been adopted by many other countries around the world to celebrate and honor the achievements, experiences, and struggles of the disability community. Accessibility at Bungie, one of Bungie's inclusion, diversity, and equity associations, is celebrated with the Everyone Can Play collectible pin and emblem. We're excited to partner with the Ability Points, a non-profit organization that strives to help disabled adults achieve employment in the tech and gaming space. During the month of July, for each purchase of the Everyone Can Play collectible pin, which comes with a matching emblem, $7 will be donated to Ability Points. Get your pin today at Bungie Store or the EU Bungie Store. That's good stuff right there, man. Great stuff. You can also get the Everyone Can Play emblem with a donation of $10 or more to the Bungie Foundation. All donations received in July will support Ability Points. Accessibility at Bungie is always looking for issues that players are encountering in Destiny 2. If you're facing an accessibility issue, please let us know by creating a thread in our help forum on Bungie.net. Every day we're trying to make Bungie Destiny 2 and our future games better. We're excited by those opportunities and hope you are too. A core part of our ethos that we want to leave you with is this quote from author and diversity and inclusion strategist Joe Gersten. If you do not intentionally, deliberately, and proactively include, you will unintentionally exclude. Bungie actually won, by the way, like I think it was last year or the year before. They won like an accessibility reward. And this is the way they like design their games. And that's why you've seen people that are able to play the game with all types of disabilities. And it's really incredible. But a lot of that is due to the fact that developers give those type of tools to play the game. And gaming's great, man. I think a lot of people in this world would, I know there's some like negatives to gaming, but I think gaming truly brings more good. And, you know, for my folks that do face disabilities, dude, this is an outlet that allows you to explore the same world we get to explore. So it's wonderful. All right, Echo's Art of the Week, community entries. Oh, nice, nice. All right. Let's see if did the movie of the week get any? Okay, hold on. Oh, this is the Art of the Week entries that are featured on Twitter. The artists will not only receive an Art of the Week emblem, but also the new emblem, photo ionization. Siegebreak Hunter Bundle. We have resolved an issue where players were able to purchase the Siegebreak Hunter Bundle but did not receive any of the items. We are actively investigating fixing this for players who encountered the issue and did not receive the ornaments as intended. This fix will be applied automatically at a later date. Known issues. Acquiring the Criminal's Dagger and Close of the Wolf weapons do not count towards progress for the Ornaments Taste Triumph. The Catholic Triumph does not gain progress in newer PvP game modes. Champions appear in Defiant Battlegrounds in the Vanguard Ops playlist. Hazardous Propulsion does not function correctly with Quicksilver Storm rockets. How is this supposed to function? Oh, it doesn't buff it right now. It's supposed to be buffing it, but doesn't right now. Oh, that's very nice. All right, a weekly challenge icon appears besides Nessus for a challenge that does not exist in the Transcendent title, doesn't grant progress to Guardian ranks. All right. That is your known issues, everybody. And as a final note here from Bungie, that's all we have for this week. This is the final weekend of Iron Matter for a couple months, so make sure to grab any weapons you've been chasing while it's still here. Let us know how your Act 2 experience is going once you jump in. We'll continue to provide updates on our Destiny 2 team accounts, so keep an eye out, the Destiny 2 community team. All right, guys. That is thy TWAB. The big news item is that next week, Act 2 will be launching. We'll be getting more narrative stuff. Again, we're not going to be getting all the narrative points next week. Bungie doing their big narrative drops all in the first week of an act. That will not begin until the second episode. But the battlegrounds, the new weapons, all that stuff, we'll be able to chase those starting next week.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.